Hi, I'm Leanne. I'm a Lightworker and a mother to 3 special girls. I strive to continue learning, growing, and to collect new skills. I'm a psychic medium, Reiki master teacher, and Akashic record reader and energy healer. I am so excited to share what I've learned and what I'm going to learn and the ups and downs of life. Thank you for joining me on my journey. Welcome to Life of a Lightworker podcast. Hello, thank you for joining me. Today I'm pulling a card from Rebecca Campbell's The Starseed Oracle. And my intention is, what do you need to hear about today? What do you need to know about? What card would help you in this moment in time? Okay, so the card that came out is Portal. Doors are opening, you decide. Rewards, wild card. And reading from the book, it says doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. Doors are opening for you. Your thoughts are extra powerful right now. Planets are aligning, the timing is right. The universe is saying yes. You have the Midas touch. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is the time when you can reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It's also a time when you can achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. You're swimming with the cosmic current of life. What experiences would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventure would you like to manifest? Don't lose focus. Use this moment in time wisely. Be concise and clear with your emotions and thinking. Projects that you've been working on are coming to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest and taste your well-earned fruits. Now is the time to make big changes. If you're being guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right on in. When I tune into this card, I feel 2 different things. I feel the energy of the portal, of the possibilities, of the future, the energy that is making things happen, the excitement. And then I feel the energy of the person. And I feel the fear because it's stepping into the unknown. And that fear is really valid. We don't need to beat ourselves up because we're stepping into the unknown, because we're making changes, because we can't necessarily see into the future. We can't know for certain. Even if we knew that we were supported and everything was going to turn out okay, there would still be that little bit of doubt and that little bit of hesitation. We all have that. That's part of what makes us human. And I feel like we need to embrace that part, hug that part, and try to make that part feel a little bit more safe, so it's easier to walk through the tunnel to the portal. So I'm going to ask, what are some things that we can do as individuals to make us feel that safety, to make it more easeful to walk into the future? So the first thing is to slow down, to be I think the card said this too, be concise and thoughtful. Because when we are moving fast, we are thinking fast, we're reacting fast. It's the choices that we make, the actions that we make, typically aren't aligned with what we really want. They're too impulsive. So we are slowing down so that we can think things through and feel them all the way and not just have the surface level. So when we feel that fear, that panic, it's slowing down and bringing that energy from our head and our upper chest and bringing it down to our feet and into the earth. So imagining that energy that is up in our upper chakras, imagine it slowly moving down our bodies and going down into our feet and then reaching out into the earth. That's going to help slow our energy down, calm us, and have us come from a more thoughtful place, because I feel like this fear comes from a place that's not necessarily fully thought out. It's very much that fight or flight. And regulating our bodies, ourselves, is going to be a huge, huge piece of walking forward and taking the steps that our souls, our higher selves, our guides are guiding us towards, and we don't make a misstep out of panic. So being regulated is extremely important right now. And so working on it. And that doesn't mean you have to be regulated and calm all the time. I'm just saying having tools to regulate yourself in moments so that you don't make rash decisions. So we're practicing these things so we have them ready to go in our arsenal so that we can be ready to help our bodies and make us feel safe. Let me see. So we have bringing the energy down. Connecting to the earth is going to be extremely important and is always important, but if you imagine yourself as a tree or a plant and where our roots are reaching into the earth, and it feels like communicating with the earth and sharing energy with the earth and becoming one, because a tree, a plant, cannot survive without all the resources of the earth. And that tree and plant, as it uses the resources, it releases other resources. So it's this give and take, it's this reciprocal, it's this ebb and flow. And when you feel into the earth, imagine feeling that wave, that flow, that moving in and out. It's like the currents or the tides moving in and out, and that flow. So imagine your energy is like water. I find that's really helpful for connecting to the earth and also encouraging flow instead of stagnation. So we're not holding on to this energy, we're allowing it to move. And knowing that there's the water cycle where the water continues to move and comes back around, so that energy isn't lost. It's being moved to other areas where it's more useful to allow more energy in that is useful. So we're having that cycle move through. Sometimes that can be helpful too, because sometimes that fear of letting go can keep the energy stuck. So just imagine that cycle. So we're creating space for the energy to come in that wants to come in. And we can continue to do that. And I feel like there's another card in here that would be helpful. What else would be helpful for the people who are listening? Okay, so this card that popped out is Deep Cellular Healing, Arcturus Energy, Physical and Emotional Healing. All right, so reading from the book, it says your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physical and emotional disharmony can be a reflection on how the world, inner and outer, has been out of alignment. If you're suffering from a mystery or chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today, it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, you've been called to focus on your healing in practical ways, to prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body, to give yourself the grounding and care you need, to put your body first, to nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby, to treat yourself with tender care. You may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well-being, to call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. They want you to know that it's possible to feel vibrant in your body and well in your skin, to have yourselves return to effervescence and vitality, to find calmness and contentness, to have a soothed nervous system and tranquil heart. That part about the nervous system, I was like, oh yes, that's what I was feeling for the portal card, because there's a woman standing in front of a portal, and the deep cellular healing is the card for the woman standing before the portal. And healing yourself, working on yourself, focusing on your health to regulate your nervous system and help the energy move through your body, focusing on yourself so that you can make those decisions and choices that help you walk through the portal. And not being a bystander, being able to take control, to make steps, to be able to focus on yourself, because if you don't focus on yourself, you can't consciously make these choices. You're making those choices based on other people, other energies, your surroundings. You're not making those choices based on you, what you want. So you need to focus on yourself and connect with yourself in order to get that clarity for what you actually want. Because it's very, very easy to confuse what you think and what you believe and what you want with what the people around you want, society around you wants. And this, you need to get the clarity of what you want in order to step. Because when you step forward thinking that you want choice A, but your body's telling, it's like nervous and scared and there's something holding you back, or everyone around you is like, yes, choice A, choice A, choice A. So you just automatically think choice A is the right way to go. You can't know for sure unless you tune into yourself. Maybe your choice is choice A, but unless you take the time to go within and connect with yourself, you really can't know for sure. So I feel like moving forward, it's very important for us to choose individually how we want to live our life, how we want to move forward, those steps that we take, and we're not being influenced to take steps for someone else. So we're listening to our souls and making those choices and those steps. And I feel like if everyone took the time to connect with who they actually are and their souls, it would be a lot easier for us to collaborate together as a society, because everyone would be doing things for their higher self with love. It's not coming from a place of greed or anything that is twisted, because that's outside energy and that's not our true core of who we are. So taking those steps for yourself can help ripple out into affecting other people around you and so on and so forth, to make ripples of change. So if you have a hard time taking that time and energy to focus on yourself, maybe think of the ripples of change in your household, in your family, in your community. And maybe those ripples of change will inspire you and put importance on spending time on yourself and getting to know yourself, and taking time to ground and feel joy are extremely important for your energy. So if you want other people to be happy, we need to focus on being happy ourselves. If you want other people to be kind, we have to be kind to ourselves. We need to create the outer world that we want inside in us. We can't expect the world to treat everyone with kindness if you don't treat yourself with kindness. You can't expect everyone to be regulated and being able to process their emotions. We can't expect that of the world if we can't even attempt to try it within ourselves. So this is part of walking the walk. The things that we want in the world, we need to create it first, internally. And then we can start showing it outside, and then that inspires change in others. And there's the ripples. So my challenge, if you choose to accept it, is to spend 10 minutes a day moving the energy through your body. You can imagine rain moving through your body. You can imagine light moving through your body. You can lay on the earth and imagine your energy moving from you into the earth, and then the earth's energy wrapping up around you. There's so many ways to get the energy moving. Simply walking can move the energy, and having that intention that as you move, the energy moves through your body and out into the earth. You can take baths. You can do so many things. I don't even know where to start. Okay, I'm going to ask, what's one thing that everyone can try that will work for the majority of people, that could be beneficial for moving the energy in the body and connecting with themselves? I feel like walking meditation, doing some sort of physical activity, whether it be dancing, it could be just walking around your home, but you could go on walk outside, and setting the intention that as you move your body, the energy is flowing through you and you are connecting with the earth. And you can imagine roots coming out of your hands and your feet, and they're reaching into the earth, and your energy is like pulsating and dancing with the earth as you move. And I feel like there's that dance with the earth, and you can heal, whether it's the birds or the animals or the trees, the wind. You can play with that and have fun with the energy. It doesn't need to be something that's purposeful as far as I need to do deep healing with this walk. We are connecting with the earth and starting with that, taking more time to connect with the earth. And you could do 2 5 minutes or 1 10-minute, but taking that time every day is going to be a great start to creating space for you and that connection. And that's going to be really, really helpful. Okay. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I hope to make another episode next week and see what the energy in next week wants to share with you. You can reach me at my website, spruceenergyhealing.com. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all Spruce Energy Healing. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful week.